confused. Okay, yeah, I don't know where it is. Hello? Well, this works, but it's terrible quality. So my mic's just not showing up in the program. So give me one sec. Okay. Okay. Hello. I'm having technical difficulties, so my mic, what do you call it? The quality of my sound, whatever you call that, might not be the greatest because I just switched from my actual microphone to my earbud microphone. So I apologize if it does not sound as good as it usually does. I will have to play with OBS later and figure that out because it usually reads fine, but it's like I have my beautiful Blue Yeti microphone that works quite well, and you know, I just plug it in and then it shows up in the program, and it was not for some reason, but nothing quite goes 100% correctly for like any stream, I feel like. So oh well, it is what it is. Hello chat, hello. You think the sound's fine? Great, that's good. So we've got a couple people in. Good to see you. Let me turn my camera back on. Where'd it go? There it is. Yay. So we've got a sketchbook here. I was gonna do this sketch beforehand and then like just line it on stream, but I could not decide what I wanted to do for the art. So we're going to sketch it together and I'll think through it with you guys, I suppose. My idea right now, I'm kind of thinking about, sorry, I'm still playing with my settings, but I'm thinking about drawing one of my OCs who's like kind of fire related, because I was looking at like the Inktober prompt for today on the official list, and it's Inferno, which is like a big fire. But I was like not thinking of any good ideas for just like fire related drawing, so I might just draw the character that like I thought of when I read the prompt instead of making it really themed. You like my nails? Thank you! I love painting my nails for Halloween. Like, it's the one season I feel like where I go all out. Like, even Christmas. I love Christmas, but I don't really usually paint my nails Christmassy. Sometimes I'll just do red. But Halloween comes around and I'm like, it's gotta be spooky nail season. I do sometimes little spider webs or little ghosts, or just do it like solid, like this, with different colors. So today we've got it themed black, purple, and red for my little Inktober stream. Oh, and I'm wearing my Kuromi sweater to also be on theme. You can't see the whole thing, obviously, unfortunately, but it's got like a cute little Kuromi on the front, and then like the pockets have bows and stuff. It's like one of my favorite sweaters. And what else? I think we'll start sketching real quick. I'm just turning on some music for myself so I can listen to something. Where's my preferred song? Maybe I'll just do Spotify. I actually am using like the paid Spotify finally. I always just had the free version and it stinks, but I didn't want to pay for it. But they gave me like the 3-month free trial offer, and I went, you know what, I'll do it. So I can listen to music normally for a while. Let's see, what vibe? We'll do this vibe today. Talking to you guys about something you're not gonna hear, I'm sorry. Okay. I've got my music going, so we'll get sketching. Hello, good to see you, Jojo. So we've got, looks like 3 people, Wednyan and Purple Cabbage and Jojo. Hello, everybody. And hello, any lurkers who are out there as well. I know, YouTube doesn't read viewers well, like if you're using like an ad blocker or something, or sometimes it just doesn't read properly. So sometimes there's more of you than I see that I don't know are there. So hello to everybody else. Basically like premium, but the only thing is the ads. Yeah, I hate the ads. That's the real stinky thing. So that's the thing that I was like, you know what? I'm sick of these ads. Let's try the whatever, the premium version. But it's also nice to be able to listen to like whatever music I want in any order on any device, because like on my computer, on like just the web version, I could like skip around and listen to whatever songs I wanted, but then on like my phone, it would only let you shuffle on the free version. So now I can listen to whatever I want on anything. So that's nice. Oh, also I have my little spooky friends here. I've got like I think it's like a dragon Pusheen, but it makes me think of a bat, so to me it's spooky. And I've got my little raven witch dude here. And then my most cursed object, I got a fuggler. I've always hated fugglers, and then I more recently have been like, well, maybe I don't hate all fugglers. And then Arashi and I found the bunny ones, and we were like, well, We need bunny fugglers. So I got him a black one, and I have a purple one. They're terrible, but I love them. So cute, thank you. My last friend's over here. Oh, I also have Chloe from Hololive. Little, oh, where's my camera? There it is. It's like upside down kind of for me, so it's kind of confusing. But I've got Chloe here from a little blind box I got yesterday. And then I've got my Draculara hanging out with me too, with her little hat. So I've got all my spooky themed things around me to set the mood. Most cursed object of the year for sure, absolutely. Just bought a Pink Panther plushie, yay! Very, very fair. Alfred is a great name. That's so fun. I don't think I've seen a Pink Panther plushie like ever. That's a fun find. Okay, now I have to actually think about what I'm drawing. In case anyone's curious about the tools I'm using, I use my Prismacolor Kohle Erase pencil for like the rough sketch. And it's basically just a colored pencil with an eraser. But it's really good for sketching. And then I've just got a regular eraser. And then I've got all my ink pens. Oop. We've got kind of a mix. Because we've got the microns, which are my favorites, but they run out of ink pretty fast, and they're a little more on the pricey range. So I also have these. What brand is this? Fine Liner Graphics. These were from an art box I got like years ago, and they have not dried out. So they last longer than microns, which is nice. But microns are my favorite to use, so I kind of use both. And then we've got like some like calligraphy pens and stuff in there on the end. Where is everything? There. Yeah. These. But I'll also show you guys what I'm using when I pull them out. If I pull out something I haven't talked about, now I need to actually sketch. I'm just stalling because I don't know what I'm drawing. Currently working on a new profile picture. Yay! Oh, that's so cool. Have fun drawing. I love when people draw along with me. And let me know how it's going if you want to share your progress. I still don't know either if I'm going to do a full spread or just one drawing. I might start on one side and then go to the other side. I feel like I just need to put something on the paper. Just make a decision and go with it. Let's do... Oh, also this sketchbook that I'm using, I got it because I haven't seen a little sketchbook with this style of paper before. It's like actual Bristol board, which if you don't know what Bristol board is, it's a thicker paper that is really good for like inks and stuff. It's kind of mixed media, but this is like what professional like comic artists use, so like manga, comics, and stuff along those lines they'll use Bristol board for, and like also for other types of art as well, because it's very like mixed media. But I have never seen like a little sketchbook like this in Bristol board before, so I thought that was really interesting, and I wanted to try it out because it's a fun paper to use for inks. I'll be tilting this more for the sketch and not as much for the line art because it's at an angle for me. So I want to get the proportions right, but then I'll lay it flat for you guys when I'm inking. You hate rendering? I love rendering. All the rendering and whatnot done, but you're struggling to get the details in. That's fair. Don't know if you remember, but in the last live, told you you were planning to do med school. Yay! You got in! Good for you. Congrats. I'm happy for you. That's awesome. That sounds hard though. Good luck. I hope it goes well for you. Very difficult to not make it look muddy. Ah, I get what you mean. Yeah. Okay, I have an idea. At first I was going to do him like holding a plushie because I've just got all these plushies around me, so it's on my mind. But I think what I'll do instead, I'll have him wearing a little Halloween mask, looking kind of cheeky, like he's scaring people or something. He definitely would be that guy, like that teenager around the neighborhood who runs around scaring the kids on Halloween. He would do that. You like painting with texture, but really sucks for photo pictures? Oh, yeah, I could see that. Yeah, because it's going to be like a tiny little thing, so you wouldn't really notice all the texture. But texture is definitely fun. Yeah. He looks like an evil little twerp with this face. I also kind of hate it, but that's okay. The proportions are off. Okay. Never made a pop-up beard before. Ah. Yeah, I feel like most people like start with simple like characters and stuff and then put off doing environments instead of the other way around. So that's an interesting like process, like flopped. I definitely struggled with backgrounds for a long time, and I still I do more simple backgrounds. I'm not very good at like complex backgrounds. It's still something I'm working on. Well, I guess it depends on the style though, but they definitely take a lot of time to fully draw, map out everything. It's more intensive than like just drawing a character. Okay, that's a little better. Trying to make his eyes actually look like his eyes because he doesn't quite look like himself to me right now. Okay, that's better. Okay, that's looking better. Hello! I see strawberries in the house. Lord Princess. Oh yeah. Yeah, that was the thing last time, wasn't it? You don't like to draw people because they always look wonky. It does take a lot of practice. Anatomy is a very hard thing to get right. But that goes for kind of everything in art, that it takes practice. It takes time. I don't like that. Wait. I feel like every time I draw this character, I have to like relearn how to draw his hair because it's so voluminous. Now he needs a mask. I'm about to cover up all this like pretty hair I just did with a mask. Oh well. Got into med school, yeah, isn't that awesome? Okay, what are we drawing? We are drawing my OC Flair, and he's being a little cheeky. He's roaming around the streets on Halloween scaring kids because he's a twerp. So I'm giving him kind of a spooky mask, making him look kind of evil. Now I'm trying to figure out how this hand works. Do you ever make the pose you're drawing? What angle is this? Like, yeah. Okay, I know what I'm doing. Okay. No, I don't know what I'm doing, but I have a better idea. He's not being a menace to the local youth. Yeah. Yeah, he's being a menace because he's terrible. Okay. That feels wrong to me. Is it the wrong way? It's totally the wrong way. I drew his thumb on the wrong side. Man. I haven't done that in a long time. It was because I was using my own hand for reference, and then I had it turned the wrong way. But I'm usually good about not doing that. Okay. This way. So the one thing about using the coal erase to sketch is if you're like sketching a lot and making dark lines, you will see some of the sketch when the art is finished. Like it won't completely erase. That doesn't bother me, but it might bother some people. The music I'm listening to right now does not really fit the Halloween vibe, but it's okay. I was at first gonna play like some emo rock, and then I was like, that's a little much for right now. I need to be able to like hear myself talk. But instead I'm listening to some vibey Japanese and Korean songs. Do you guys have like a genre of choice you go to when you're drawing or doing other things? I feel like I have different types of music for different situations. I still hate this. I think the thumb shouldn't be visible. I'm really confused. Wait a second. I don't know why I'm confused. I have gotten pretty okay at hands in recent years, but today it's not happening. Okay. I've just decided I don't want it covering that much of the mask, so you can actually see what the mask is. So we're gonna put it a little farther down. But I think I get the idea of what I'm doing now. Midterms are coming up. Ooh, good luck. Sorry, I'm catching up with chat. I got very focused on that hand. Love OCs. You have one yourself. His name is Hutch. He's 60. Ooh, an old guy. I love that. Lives on beer, but used to be a hockey star. Aww. We all have that one OC. He's just a menace. We do. Halloween is so exciting in America. Oh yeah, I always forget that other countries don't really do Halloween like we do. It's like a very American thing to like trick or treat and go all out with it. You're going to an Irish pub? Wait, that sounds so great though. I'm just gonna be I mean, going to classes. I still have school. But I think my friends and I will be going to like this movie night thing they're doing on campus. They're playing Hotel Transylvania, so I think we're gonna go watch that. And I don't know if either of them are dressing up at all. I know one of them's probably definitely not. One of them, she's thinking about it. But I'm gonna be dressing as Andy Bernard from The Office, because I have like half of his outfit already was just in my closet, and then I have his mug from one of the episodes that's like his face on it. So I'm gonna carry his mug and dress like him, and it's gonna be great. And it's kind of fun because it's like a subdued costume, and I do still have to like go to class and be a normal person, so I'll feel like less weird, because not many people actually dress up on Halloween here, unfortunately, because the students here are lame, but I think it'll be fun. Having a sleepover? Oh my gosh, fun! Yeah, I hope it'll be fun. I am now caught up with chat. Okie dokie. Okay, that hand is not bad. Okay, I kind of like that. We got like a suggestion of the thumb over here, but you don't actually see the thumb because it's kind of behind. Okay, and then I'm gonna decide what actually is on the mask later. I'm not sure if I want to do like a ghost face, or like a jack-o'-lantern, or something more like creepy, like a mask a serial killer would wear kind of thing in like a horror movie. But I think I'm just gonna give him like a black cloak. Ooh, what if I gave him like you know how people do like the claw hand? Like rawr, as like pretending to be scary? I might do that for him. Might add to like the cheekiness. Although I just struggled with this hand, so we'll see how this one goes. You have something similar, but it's in a Gulf countries in the middle of people not testing. Ooh, that's fun. So it's kind of like a celebration after fast of like, now we can eat again. You watched No Country for Old Men? I don't think I've heard of that. The only holiday where you get candy is Easter? Oh. Yeah, that makes sense. We do, obviously Halloween. And of course we do like Easter eggs and baskets and stuff. And then like Christmas you get like your stocking, and usually that's full of candy. We like candy in the US, I guess. I know I like candy. The angle of this one's gonna be a little weird. It's like from the front, but also slightly angled. I don't know why I'm trying to do a hand position that I know I don't like drawing, but oh well. It's for the vibe. No, I hate that. Never mind. I dropped my pencil. I'm your American oomph. Okay, I'll add it to my list of movies to watch, just for you. If it helps, I have watched some of the classic cowboy movies. I've watched like the spaghetti westerns, like Fistful of Dollars, For a Few Dollars More, and The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. And I've seen The Outlaw Josie Wales. And I think I've seen one other. But I think that's the only like Western films I've seen. More to motivate kids to fast. Oh yeah, no, that makes sense. They give money because you've fasted the entire month. Ah. Topic of sweets. You've been trying to cut sugar out of your diet. Oh, that's tough. Oh. That's very fair. You gotta prepare yourself for all of the very unhealthy food you'll be eating. That sounds great though. You've never seen a cowboy movie? That's okay. I mean, I think they're fun. But I feel like a lot of people probably haven't seen them. Like, they're kind of an old media thing at this point, unfortunately. Like, there's not exactly new Western films. They're all, like, old classics. So probably, like, a lot of younger generation people have not seen any. But I do definitely recommend the classic spaghetti westerns. Which, they're called spaghetti westerns, by the way, because the, like, director, writer, whatever, was Italian. So they're, like, technically not American-made films, but they're, like, the classic Western films. But yeah, that's where you get, like, the man with no name classic cowboy guy. He comes from that like, genre. Where he's very popular in that main genre, I guess. He's like the main character guy for like all those old westerns. The phrase James Dean American Diner is so funny. Can't stop saying it. It's so true. It's like so long, like so many words. But I also get it. It's an American style. American 50s style, that, like, I get a very specific image in my head of what that means, so I do get it. I want to go to American 50s style diner. That sounds great. Love Americans, you can't believe they were real. Yeah, I know, right? Okay. I'm about to call this done, even though it's I can always come back to it. But I think this thumb needs to be down more. I accidentally made a line where I didn't need to. Okay. I'll come back to this hand later. It definitely needs some work, but I don't feel like working on it more right now. You get the general idea. You meant cowboys? That makes more sense. Yeah. They were not real quite the way the movies portray them, I do have to say. Like, obviously the Wild West does have, like, a, what do you call it? Like, it's known for being the Wild West for a reason. It was kind of lawless to some degree, and a lot of crazy things happened. But cowboys, as like these hero characters who went around like beating up bad guys, that wasn't actually what a cowboy was. They were just people in charge of herding cows. But they did wear cool hats and ride horses. Giving him like ripped up sleeves. Extra spooky vibes. Yeah. Okay. Okay, how does this connect to him? I'm drawing it in like completely the wrong direction. I'm over here in art school and still like not drawing an arm in the right direction. Okay, that works. That's better. How do you draw a clock and make it not look weird and huge? Except it should be weird and huge, I don't know. That's fine. Okay. You have Vampire Queen OC. Ooh. Oh. So we've got like the old guy and the even older vampire. Very fun. Quite a few vampire OCs. Yeah, they're so fun. I love vampire OCs. So hot in your room. Oh man. I'm so sorry for you. I'm cold. My place is freezing all the time. No, but I love vampire OCs. They're so fun. Like, I feel like there's just so much you can do with them. My vampire OC is just a big dummy. He's a gamer. Kind of a loser. He just like lives in his mom's basement and vibes. And he hates blood and like violence and all things vampire-y, basically. I mean, he's kind of an edgelord, so he likes the like aesthetic, but he doesn't like actually like drinking blood and stuff. So he's a big baby about it. Well, in the modern era, tries to teach her modern things. Aww, nice. That's fun. I'm gonna give him like a ripped up shirt or something too. Does sound really silly. Yeah, it does. I don't really know what I'm doing with this. I feel like it needs something else to like make it more interesting. But maybe I can start just lining the part I know I'm happy with. I think I want to do like a ghostly face on his mask. Yeah. I feel like that would scare kids. Good time zone. Hello, good to see you, Scan. This always happens when I have painted nails and I'm drawing and I like scrape away things. I always get lines from my nail polish. It's like I'm painting on the page with my nail polish. And I do not do it on purpose, but without fail, it always happens. Okay. Speaking of sprinkles with speaking of sprinkles with when were we talking about sprinkles with cupcakes? You bought a fake Blythe? Oh! What you gonna do with them? You gonna, like, make an OC or something? Or just kind of dress them up? I'd love to know, like, what kind of style you're going for with them. Not seen one of these streams in a long time. Yeah, it's been a while. Things have been a little chaotic for me, to be honest, and that's why I haven't really been streaming. Because this summer, like, usually in the summer is when I'm free and able to stream more, and so I usually do a whole bunch of streams during the summer. This past summer, I was actually really busy. So I did not have time really to stream. And then I also got dental work done, so I couldn't talk properly for a while. So also then, like, I just couldn't stream because I, you know, can't talk to you guys. And then obviously I went back to Coleg, the semester started, so that keeps me busy. But also, I forgot my microphone at home when I moved here. So I had to go back and collect my microphone so that I could stream. And of course, I'm not even using it right now because it's not reading properly. So now I'm using my earbud mic. So maybe I could have been streaming, but I didn't know that this like earbud mic would actually work. I thought it'd be really bad and wouldn't actually work properly for this, but oh well. Now I'm streaming again. And I am still really busy. My semester's crazy, but I still want to fit in some streams. And I think I can do some of my art homework as, you know, what I'm doing on stream. And I think that'll be fun and also a way for me to still get homework done. So it's not like taking away from my homework time. I'm working on a comic right now for one of my classes. Like, I'm taking an art elective right now that the entire class is just comic writing. Specifically, it's comics and children's books. So it's like story-based illustration, essentially. So yeah, we have to pick to do a like classic style comic, a web comic, or a children's book, and it's 6 pages that we have to submit throughout the semester, and basically the whole class is just working on a comic, and it's so fun, but it takes a lot of time. Okay, let's see. Restyled and turned out. Every enters will be forced to serve deliciously. Very, very, very fair. You are so good at your doll restyles. I love all your dolls. I think they're beautiful. So like, it's like doll goals for me a little bit. Europeans do notoriously hate AC. I don't know what it is about you guys. Like, in American homes, it's standard for everyone to have AC. And it's not considered like a crazy expensive or difficult thing. But then in a lot of European countries, it's like a big deal if you have AC. And it's like expensive and nobody has it. And I don't really... Well, I know that the weather is different, so that's probably part of it. But I don't really know why it's like expensive for Europeans, but then like normal for Americans? I don't know. And maybe our infrastructure just is more expensive. Aw, Starboyery, it's okay. You don't have to hear everything I say. Also, you guys can let me know if I'm like mumbling and you can't hear me, because sometimes I get quiet because I'm worried people upstairs will hear me. But, you remember as a kitten, any place with AC you thought was luxurious? Yeah, I bet. Also normal in the Middle East? You know, it makes sense actually, because I bet it's hotter in the Middle East. Like, we get some really hot summers too here. Like, compared to the UK, like for the UK, a heat wave is like what we consider really cool. We'll be like, oh my gosh, the weather's so nice today. And then for the UK, it'll be a heat wave. So we kind of need AC here. And I'm sure for other countries where that's the case, it's also more normal. expensive for your Europeans due to not high demand, which means AC does not sell as well. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Supply and demand. That I should have worked that out. You're wearing a hoodie, which you could take off. Strawberry. You silly kitty. What am I doing? I kind of want to do this like open. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. Just for like some more flow. Visual interest. Yeah. Well, then let's do like the end here. Kind of ripped up too. Okay, I like that better. Now, I want to start lining, but I have to decide what size lines I want. I have my 0.1, or my 0.1, yeah. Then my 0.5, I believe my 0.3 is kind of dead. Yeah, it's kind of dead. Then I've got these ones, so I've got a 0.2, a 0.4, and a 0.8. Dinner tonight was 2 chocolate chip cookies. Welp. I don't even know what to say to you. I mean, I can't really judge though, because I feel like I would do that too. I kind of want to do the 0.4 for the lines. I might start with the 0.4. Okay, let's start with the mask. Personally been doing OC lore stuff. Nice! Awesome! OC lore is so fun. I've been working on, for the like comic project I was just talking about, I've been working on developing the character's world. And like a lot of it never comes up in the comic for class. Like it doesn't matter for the assignment, but I kind of want to turn the comic into a series later. So I'm working on like extra lore and extra like information to continue this project later on for myself. I just realized you guys can probably see nothing I'm doing right now. I'm sorry. How do I adjust that? But yeah, so I'm writing like lore, world details and stuff, because it's like a sci-fi setting. So I get to make like aliens and like flora and fauna and cultures, and it's a lot of fun. You're cold now? No! Okay. Ripped sleeve. Got some scraggly lines going in here, and I feel like that adds to the spookiness. Oh, hey! Arashi, are you off today, or are you at work? Really a moth? Oh yeah. They're definitely a moth. I don't know if they're from Scandinavia. I think, maybe. Yes, right? Arashi definitely knows who you are, Strawberry. We talk about you off stream. Spoiler alert, fun fact. You're at work? I knew it. Cursed circus story in your head? Ooh! Still developing it. All the members turn to animals once a month. Oh! It's like were animal circus? That's fun. I enjoy that. Yes. Yes, you are a moth from Scandinavia. Yeah. Yeah, we talk about a few of my viewers. Like, you know, my regulars. But I also like those of you who make art all the time and you share in the server and you have like your fun OCs and stuff. I talk about your guys' art and I kind of gush over it. And then we talk about how silly and crazy you are in my chat. Just got off another stream. Oh, of course. Of course you were once again watching your new Oshi. This is the same person, right? She does horse race stuff, too? Why does she do everything that you like? You know who else is from there? Mads? I don't know who that is. Need to re-upload OC references? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll resend the, what do you call it? The Toy House link. And then you can find most of them there. I should upload my new sci-fi characters on Toy House too, and then you can find those on there as well. I definitely still have a lot of OCs I need to put on Toy House. There's too many. Why is Discord banned? What? Yeah, that's weird. Why is Discord banned? Well, that's good to know. You've talked about him before? Ah, then I probably do. Okay, I think it's coming back to me now. Okay. I think I know who you're talking about now. I think I only know him because of you. Okay, mask time. Horse she's invested in. Keepsake box. Ran a great race. Came in fourth, unfortunately, after getting boxed in. Was wonderful. Absolutely beautiful horse. Okay, so what like, is this American horse racing? And should we be watching it? Is it on Peacock by any chance? But that's awesome. Her horse came in fourth. That's still really good. Supposed to play you in your biopic? Oh, yes. Yes, I remember that. We talked about this. Discord is banned in Russia, and I'm gonna guess that's Turkey? Yeah, I can imagine. Russia would make sense. I feel like Russia's very strict on a lot of things. Definitely Strawberry is not normal and cannot be trusted around old men. Hide your old man OCs. Strawberry's coming for them. Oh, so you don't have a name? Yes! So this is, Flair. Well, that's his nickname anyway. His, actual name is Henrik. And he's a fox. And he's one of my, like, main OC obsessions. I have, like, this trio, this little friend group, who's, like, basically my main OCs. Like, I obsess over them the most. So we've got Flair here, my crazy fox boy. He's a little chaotic and a little loud and a little annoying, and nobody likes him. Except his two friends. Who are Benny, my bunny boy, who's like my little pink soft boy who, like, If you know any of my OCs, you know Benny. I've drawn him on stream before. I've probably sent him in the Discord server before. He's just a baby. And then Jolt, who I talk about and draw less. And I don't really know why. I don't know. But he's kind of like the tired dad friend a little bit. Kind of like your typical, like, rich, full of himself, is good at everything, thinks he's, like, the smartest and coolest guy ever, and nobody tells him he's wrong because he's rich and popular, and except Flair, the two of them fight. They argue all the time, but they're best friends. But yeah, Jolt's not everything he thinks he is. He's a lot of what he thinks he is, but he's not everything he thinks he is. Because Benny's actually smarter than him, but doesn't tell him that. Because he doesn't want to, like, hurt his ego. Flair is Clipsy's prettiest girl. Yeah. Flair is my prettiest girl. Arashi likes to make fun of him and call him a girl and be mean to him and bully him. But he is my prettiest girl. He has, like, beautiful eyelashes and beautiful hair and thinks he's ugly because he's an idiot. Foxes are so tea. They are. Okay, wait. I missed something. On a track in Florida. Track streams the races themselves. Have to look into the races. Okay. Where did your message go? I'm sorry, I don't know what was in it. So, I can't tell you if, like, it was deleted for YouTube reasons or something. Buzzers to see. Been thinking about turning your friend into a furry and think it would be funny if their persona was a Finnick fox, but dyed orange? Oh my gosh, wait. Wait, that's so fun. Wait, I kind of like that idea. That's funny, I like it. Started watching me? No, she like that you're saying. Aww. Never guess your favorite Clipsy OC. Oh, I know your favorite Clipsy OC. Yep. I feel like there are several streams where we've got totally derailed because Strawberry decided to bring up my OC Mittens and then we just started talking about Mittens. This happens to you too? You get called a girl a lot? Aw. Foxes are basically like a mix of a cat and a dog. Yeah, aren't they? They are so cute. I love foxes. You're number 2. I don't know how this system works. Arashi's number 1. And you're number 2, but you've definitely, I think, well, maybe Arashi's talked a lot. No, but you've definitely talked more than Arashi. So I'm not sure exactly how the system works. But maybe Arashi gets special treatment because he is connected to my account. I think he might, no, he wouldn't be a mod because he's not labeled. I don't know. I have no idea how that system works. But yes. I don't think Arashi's a very big fan of Mittens, but he has reasons that other people don't know about. Because every time we bring up Mittens, it's like, oh yeah, Mittens, the one with this situation that happened. Okay. Hashtag ADHD, yes. Yeah, see, you definitely talk more. You want special treatment. You're a very special little boy. Yeah, you deserve special treatment. Am I just saying this to, like, spoil you? Am I spoiling you rotten? Maybe. Top 5 favorite animals are moth, cat, fox, moth, Moth. Yeah, okay, I think that's a good list. Yeah, I agree with that. I'm a big cat person. I'm a big fox person. I do enjoy moths very much. I think that's a definite good top 5. Okay, wait, I'm blanking on which one Karo no Kyokai. I don't know why I'm blanking on which anime that is. Sometimes you concern me, Starboy. Please don't eat spoiled food. Okay. What trauma does Mitten have? We cannot talk about that on YouTube. It is not YouTube appropriate trauma. I'm sorry. It's also, there are certain OC details I do not share for 2 reasons. One being, if I ever write their story and, like, actually share it, I don't want to spoil everything. The other reason is because there are some character details that would be very triggering to a lot of people. Because I have some pretty intense, like, storylines and character backstories and stuff. My characters have a lot of trauma. So, some things, like, if I were to share the details with you, it would not be in, like, a public server or chat, or at the very least would be, like, censored. Just in case. I don't want to, like, bother the wrong person. No, Mittens didn't traumatize anyone. He's very traumatized. One of my most traumatized OCs, actually. Garden of Simmers, the original... No, oh! No, yeah! Yeah, I remember. Vaguely. Did I watch one of the OVAs or something? I don't remember if I actually saw it. I feel like I did. I might have to rewatch it though, because it's, like, vague. Oh, it had, like, the girl with the, like, shattery effect. Was that one, or was that a different one? I don't know what I'm talking about. But I know what you're talking about. I'm just trying to connect the dots. What OCs don't have trauma is the real question? Let me think. Wait, I have OCs who don't have trauma. I have some. I watched one of them. Okay, that's what I thought. Hutch is not traumatized, he's just depressed because he fell off. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Old 60-year-old, divorced twice man. It makes sense he'd be a little depressed. But yeah, I have a few OCs who are not traumatized. A few. It depends on the story. Some stories have more trauma than others. The story I'm currently working on doesn't have trauma yet, but I feel like it could easily turn into trauma. Because my character is kind of like a space explorer, like researching different cultures and stuff, and, like, you know, having otherworldly experiences. And in the bit I'm working on for class, she accidentally unleashes an ancient monster and then has to recapture it. So that's already, like, a pretty crazy event, so who knows, something might happen that could traumatize her. Oh, and her robot companion might get traumatized. I might have a plotline idea for the future that might end up traumatizing him a little bit. Grogi Shiki and her death. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay, so I do have the right one in my head. One special little boy who don't have any trauma and will never have trauma. Good. I'm glad you have one untraumatized OC. Accidentally unleashing an ancient monster happens to the best of us. Yeah, I mean, it happens. It is what it is, I guess. family came up with that name due to him collects relics and artifacts. That's cool. Saw a stone while thinking of blessing and was like, well, that's a stone. Well, nice. I love hearing how people come up with OC names and stuff. That's fun. I have my little story of how Flair's name came to be, and then other OCs I feel like are just kind of like, oh, I found a name and I liked it, or oh, I just thought of something that had their vibe. Like, there's not usually a story, but it's always fun when you have at least a few OCs whose like their name means something, whether it's an actual meaning or just like means something to you for some reason. It does sound like a D&D name. The air here has been so cold, my, like, joints get all tense. It's so annoying. I haven't told you guys at all about my new house rental. My new rental. Kind of like an apartment. Because I'm in a house, but I don't have the whole house. Kind of. I'm in the basement. So, like, the entire basement, I basically have to myself. It's me and my sister, but, like, she's never home, so it's pretty much just me. So I have, like, I have 4 upstairs roommates. And they have all their own spaces, and then I have my basement area that's kind of secluded, which is nice, because last year, it was just one big house with way too many people all in the same space. Now I don't have to, like, share a kitchen and shower and stuff. Which is also how I'm able to switch stream more easily, and because the internet here works. The internet in my last place was terrible and would randomly stop working, like, several times a day, so I couldn't stream. But here it works great. Most of your OCs are just named after food. You know what? Very, very fair. I have a couple OCs who are like, they're furries, but they're more like cartoon style, like children's media furries rather than like furry community furries. Kind of like, you know, Disney and like little kids books and things like that. That kind of style. And the dog's name is Peanut Butter. Because I just thought it was cute, and she's a little brown dog with like tan on her, so it's like kind of like peanut butter sandwich colors. You have a character who is the celestial embodiment of the Northern Lights. Ooh. Put Northern Lights into Google Translate. That works too. Is that the character you drew? The colorful one with the wispy tail? Ooh. Oh, no problem, Arashi. Strawberry, to answer your question, Arashi's like literally at work, like at his job. He sometimes listens to streams while he's working, because he's able to do that. Have an apartment with your sister? Nice! Yeah, that's nice. Forgot about your dog's named Peanut Butter. Yeah. That would be really cute. I would like to see that. Yeah, peanut and peanut butter together. I think that's my only food named character. Wait, now I have to think. Do I have another character named after food? I feel like I would, but maybe I don't. I guess most of my characters are a little more grounded, like they could be real people, so I usually don't have like totally unrealistic names, but a lot of them have nicknames that are not real. Like Flair's not a real name, but that's his nickname. Jolt's not a real name, but it's the other character's nickname. And they kind of go together, like Jolt and Flair are like the nicknames that they made for themselves when they were like in middle school as like best friends together. So that's kind of the backstory of that. But yeah, I don't think I have any other food named characters. That's kind of crazy, because that feels like something I would do. Of course, then we also have like Mittens. That's like very much not a real name, but it's the nickname he gave himself because he hates his real name. I'm not going to do his fingers yet because I want to probably re-sketch his fingers first. So let's just do this arm. Another OC's name have is Fluffer Sunshine. Nice. Past Sunshine. That's kind of fun. That reminds me of horse names. Like a lot of times with race horses, like the kids will be named something similar to the parent. Like let me think of an example. Arashi can probably give a better example, because he probably has horses more on the brain. Love the way I draw fingers. Thank you! I'm glad you do. Hands are one of those things that's like really hard to figure out, but I feel like I've gotten to the point where they're not that bad. Like, I almost enjoy drawing them. And I never attempt to hide them anymore. Like, I had that phase where I was always putting them behind characters' backs so I didn't have to draw them, and now I face my responsibilities and I draw them all the time. Mittens is fake? Yeah, I know. Crazy, right? Yeah, Mittens is not his birth name. He just uses it because he doesn't like his birth name. Your life is crumbling before your eyes. I'm so sorry. Mom Spaghetti was also racing that. Oh my gosh, there's a horse named Mom Spaghetti. Ugh. I like that way better than Skibbity Toilet though. I would name a horse Mom Spaghetti. That's kind of funny. God of Nightmares and the Goddess of Dreams. Your OC world is called Fate and Hope. Nice. Sorry, who was racing? Horse names are ridiculous. There's a horse named Skibbity Toilet. There's apparently a horse named Mom Spaghetti. They're crazy. Most of the horse names I know are Japanese horses, just because we've been playing Uma Musume, which, like, they're all Japanese race horses. So I know more Japanese horse race names than I know American ones, but like they're just as ridiculous. Like Rice Shower is one. I can't even think of any others. I have streamer brain. It's like this thing where like streamers can't think when they're streaming, and it's weird, but it's such a thing. It's probably because there's just more things that they're like coordinating at once than usual, but yeah. Big fan of the race where my wife knows everything and my wife doesn't know. Ran neck and neck. Is that real? That's so funny. This is very interesting horse racing. I'd probably pretend I'm in the media, right? It'd be so fun. Yeah. The names that they give. It's funnier, I feel like, in Uma Musume than like with the real horses, because it's like, you know, horses are animals. People give animals ridiculous names. It makes sense. But then in the Uma Musume universe, it's like these are real girls and these are their real names. Jungle Pocket Mayana Top Gun, Anya's Tachyon, Oguri Cap, Nice Nature. Yeah. Rest in peace, Haru Urara. What is it? Matikane Fukukitaru is like the longest horse name ever. Beautiful anime girl named Golden Shower. Yeah. Yeah, like, I would not be surprised if it happened. I feel like we've joked about that before. Is there one called Pajama Gum? That'd be cute. If I was a horse, I'd want to be named Beautiful Princess. Yeah, you would. Not Lord Princess? Okay. He's got his little ripped up shirt. Okay. Okie dokie. There's his creepy weird mask. Maybe I should give it a little... No, I don't feel like I should give it a nose. Because a ghost face wouldn't have a nose. But I will draw like the side of the mask in here. Last May, your friend decided to invite along a concert because with 2 tickets, you wanted to tell them if they came along on the art. Nice. I love concerts. I wish I could go to more. Pickleball Queen was racing against Smoking Hot Wife. What is with all these horses named something to do with a wife? Oh, you saw all the... Scan! That is not a concert with some artist. Oh my gosh, that is like the concert of all time. I'm jealous. You are lucky you got to go and just like tag along with someone to see that. They've been advertising those tickets to me for like so long for her like world tour, and I've been like staring at them, knowing I couldn't go, being like, man, if only. Only been to a concert, it was so good. Aw. Friend was so hyped about the concert. Yeah, you should have them on your playlist now. They're really good. Her voice is incredible. It's so powerful. I would love to see her live. Okay. I just have the hand and his face left to line, and then we can do shading. I'm just gonna do some simple, like, areas of black for shading. I'm not gonna do anything crazy, but I might also add some line variation. Thinking about how your favorite band ever gave a concert near where you live. Oh, I'm so sorry. That stinks. That's always really rough. Arashi and I have been like mourning the loss of all of like the classic like rock bands and whatnot as they all retire and we can't go to see them. It's so sad. Know for a fact you spotted a few Hatsune Miku cosplays. You know what? That makes sense. It's kind of funny, but it checks out. I'm trying not to sing along to the music I'm listening to because I don't want to get like a strike for copyright or something. Are the Beatles still a thing? No. One of the Beatles is not alive anymore. Unfortunately. You wanted to see Aerosmith? Yeah, Aerosmith send-off. I was so sad we couldn't go. That, ugh, it hurts. That was just like, what was it, a couple years ago? Was it last year or the year before? But we like just missed it. Cheeky little face. I don't know if you guys can see. Someday I'll have a better setup for Handcam streams. I need to get a better tripod probably, but I especially need to get a better camera. I'm literally using my webcam for my computer right now. I tried doing my phone with video.ninja, which like basically streams the camera from the phone onto OBS, but it does not work very well with my poor laptop that can barely handle OBS by itself. It's just fuzzy and bad quality and doesn't work well. So can't do that. And the webcam camera is just okay, and the lighting situation isn't ideal. Obviously I don't have a professional setup, but one day, one day I will. This is why I don't do a lot of like Handcam Art streams, because it's not the best setup for it, but I wanted to do some ink art for Inktober for you guys, because I love Inktober and like inked art in general. I honestly miss the old days of Inktober, before it like really caught on to where like everybody did it, and when it was just an ink challenge. Because that was originally the point of it. I mean, that's why it's called Inktober, is that when you're inking without the ability to erase, it really improves your like stability and your lining ability and everything. So it's like a really good practice. So that was the point of it, was to force you to do that and to like improve a lot over the month. And there was a time when everybody actually did it that way, and like your feed would just be full of inked artwork, and I loved it because I love that style of art. But then like it got to be like a bigger thing that people do, just like a like drawing everyday challenge rather than a like drawing with ink challenge. And it's still fun and I still enjoy it, but you know, people do whatever art style they usually do, and they don't do ink specifically most of the time. Probably should have used a smaller pen for his eyelashes. Hindsight. But some of them are not as sharp and nice looking as I'd like, but oh well. Now his thick eyebrows. Okay, I have to get caught up with chat. I stopped looking for a second. Oh, good night, Wedyan. If I didn't miss you already. Recently had a... Oh my gosh, strawberry. Why does it remind you of Sans the Skeleton? Because Sans the Skeleton is a pretty good spooky skeletal boy. Something you always do in live streams is boop the chat / the streamer. So, oh. Oh, thanks, I guess. OCtober is one challenge people do. Like, there's so many now because, like, every artist basically does their own. The Inktober one specifically started as, like, one specific prompt list, and they still do that set of prompts. Like, there's a official Inktober account that posts their prompts, but then, like, every other artist posts their own prompts, and people kind of do whichever challenge they want to do. So some people use the official prompts, some people use their own prompts, some people just draw whatever they want. But yeah, it's kind of expanded beyond Inktober. I elected not to do OCtober. I think I saw 2 prompt lists for OCtober, and so for one thing I was like, which one are people even doing? Which one should I be doing? But also, I didn't like some of the prompts that I saw. So it was like, some sounded really fun, and then some just wouldn't apply to me, or whatever. So I stuck with the official Inktober prompt list, but then I have also not kept up with it. I have done 3 of the days. I actually have them right here, hang on. So usually when I do Inktober, I don't actually do it every day. I just do it like a bunch of them at once when I feel like it. But this is my 3 that I've done. So I just kind of did them as like little doodles, like as a warm-up sketch basically. I lost track of what I was doing for a second. I need to do his hand. And then that's it. I've lined everything. Oh my goodness. Except I didn't do anything like under his cloak. I didn't give him legs, but I'm not gonna do that. I decided I'm not sketching the hands again because I'm too lazy and I'm just gonna go with what I have. Even though I think they could be drawn better. I'm never that great at this specific hand pose. It's kind of a confusing pose to draw, so I don't care if it's not perfect. That kind of works. Oof, his palm looks huge, but oh well. Okay. Oh, let's see. Something you know with trios is they usually have a group chat, but the name of the group chat has the most random name. Yeah! That's a thing. I should actually come up with like a group chat name for this trio. That'd be fun. I don't know why I haven't done that. Definitely Flair's the one who came up with it. Whatever it is, he's the one who would do that. Also, I had tea here the whole time and I forgot about it. it's not warm anymore, but I have a special hack. I got this thing recently. I guess weeks ago at this point, but anyway. I got this like mug warmer. It's Hello Kitty. And yeah, basically you just set your mug on it and it turns on automatically and then it heats your mug so it keeps your drink warm. And it's fantastic. I've been looking for one, but I had only found like boring like black ones and I wanted one that was cute. So when I found the Hello Kitty one, I was like, it's mine. It's coming with me. It's been very nice though because I forget about my tea all the time or I take way too long to drink it. Okay, which one was I using? Where's my point for? Oh, right here. Bleh. Okay. Yeah, I think it would be really fun though to make like the group chat name for this like trio of characters. That'd be fun. Okay. I want to get rid of some of this sketch before I start adding more like dark shadow areas. I gotta be careful not to shake around my camera. Ooh, I didn't show you guys my Tamagotchi. Arashi bought me a Tamagotchi recently. It's... Let me pull up. Okay. The Tamagotchi Paradise. So it's like instead of just one creature, you get like a whole little, what is it, an island? They call it a field. But you get like a bunch of little creatures to take care of. And then there's games and stuff. And I'm excited to start it. And I have not started it yet because I've been busy, but I should start it today while it's the weekend. In the past 1.5 years, you have gotten 8 pieces of merchandise. Fun. How to make food. You're feeling peckish. New word you just learned. Oh, you just learned that word, huh? That's a fun word. Oh, where do I know that from? I've known the word peckish since I was like young, but I think I learned it from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I think that was probably the first place I heard it from. Because like in the end of the movie, they're talking about going to the restaurant at the end of the universe, and the girl is like, I am feeling kind of peckish. I feel like that's the first place I heard that word from. But it's kind of like a fancy, like old-fashioned word for kind of hungry. It's a fun word. But Scan, I'd love to know more about your merch if you want to share, like what kind of merch you got. I love collecting merch. Obviously, I mean, I have my Chloe. My little Hololive. I'm gonna go back and get more of these. I think there were 3 of them. They didn't have a ton, but there were like 3 of them, and they were at Barnes & Noble, and they were only like $10, and finding Hololive merch in the wild is rare. So I kind of want to go back and buy all the rest of them. I really want to get either Fubuki or Botan. It was like the 3 of them, and then I always forget her name, but the girl who's like kind of a shrine maiden kind of style. Of course, I know most of you don't know Hololive, so you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. But basically, the girls I want are the fox girl and the big cat. What is she? Arashi, what kind of cat is she? She's not a lion, right? I don't know. I forget. But she's a big cat. And she's fun. She's a gamer. Oh yeah, Miko. Miko is the Shrine Maiden one. So it was the 4 of them, and then it was their mascot characters. But I really want Fubuki the fox, or Botan. Cowboy Mickey, yeehaw, nice to meet you. Botan is a lion? Okay. She's like a silver lion. Unusual color. Okay. Got rid of all those from different indie games and shows. Got 2 figures from Murder Drones, 2 figures from... Nice, nice. That's fun. I feel like that's extra special because like indie games don't always get a lot of merch. So getting like anything for that kind of thing is like kind of extra cool and special. Most of my merch that I've been collecting is Hololive or Miku. I have a collection of Miku figures. And they're really easy to collect because you can get like cheap prize figures, like all over the place. And Miku is everywhere. Like it's really easy to find Miku prize figures, and there's a lot of good ones. So I collect kind of my favorites within my price range. Some of my favorite like anime figures are the ramen topper ones that like sit, and I don't really put them on top of my ramen, but I do sit them on like my bookshelves and stuff, and they're cute. And I have 2 Miku ramen toppers. One of them I just brought from home. Last time I was there, when was I there last? Last weekend? Was it last weekend? Or was it the weekend? The weekend before that. Anyway, I haven't set her up yet, so I need to do that. But the other one is currently set up. 2 of the plushies from the indie game Pseudo Regalia, which contains your favorite character. Nice! Oh, that's so cool if they share a birthday with you. I really want to do my own merch, but I need to have more of an audience for it first. It's like a future thing to work towards, but I think it'd be so cool. I mean, technically, I do have a Redbubble shop, so technically I have merch you could order. But the Redbubble is like because I wanted stickers that I made to exist in the world, not to make a profit off of, because Redbubble does not really pay its artists very well at all. So like I would get nothing from it basically, but it's just like fun that it exists. But one day I would love to do like a plushie, pins, maybe prints, stickers, stuff like that. You want patches would be so good too. All sales from you, yeah. I can imagine you would buy all a Mittens plushie? No, you're right. Ooh. Okay, so I should do a Mittens and a Benny, because those are like, obviously Benny, because he's like one of my main boys. I draw him a lot. He appears on streams all the time. So a Benny would be a good one, and then a Mittens because we end up talking about him all the time. Those would be 2 really good ones to do. And then Eclipsey. Sebastian Solis. Fish-like character from the Oh! I always forget that Roblox has like other like games and stuff within it, because I think of Roblox as being one game, but it's really more like a sandbox that other people add onto. I've never played Roblox. Storm Squadron Fumos? Yes! Yes. Yes. I really want to do plushies. I think that'd be so fun. I also have to make my handmade mittens plushie that I was gonna do. The mittens and Benny, we had gotten the embroidery thread to do the faces, and then I had done like a test face for mittens, and I want to redo it because it was really imperfect. But yeah, we were like hand making plushies for ourselves, and I need to finish that. Clipsy, a keychain? I gotta make Clipsy a clippable clip keychain. I should do a hair clip too. A hair Clipsy. No, I definitely need to do a keychain though. I love keychains. The website called iDoodle, where you can send in art of your character and they turn that into a plushie and send it to your home. Nice! Want to play the new Roblox Monster High game? Oh! That's a thing that's happening? That's cool. Handmade mittens. I will protect him with my life. You cannot have him. But if I ever do finish it, I will show you guys. His eyebrows are so much. He has the biggest eyebrows. His eyebrows are the one thing that makes him look less like a girl. Because they're massive. Although his mom has big eyebrows. He actually gets his big eyebrows from his mom. Loki's still hungry. Oh no. Don't eat drywall. You will die. Roblox got all types of games in it? Yeah. They call them experiences. I've been so tempted to like buy other people who play Roblox to do like the dress to impress games. But I'm like, no, I can't do it. I will not play Roblox. That's a rabbit hole I do not want to go down. But it does look fun. Dress to Impress also has dolls and they scare me. Like I have never thought the Roblox characters are cute, and like the dolls have the square heads and I'm like, no. They're kind of scary to me. Shave the tails off your eyebrows to make them small and triangular. Very fair. Sounds nice. He obviously does not. He has big caterpillar brows, but I like the little triangle eyebrow look. That's a fun look. Such a good game. Yeah, it looks really fun. Your favorite is Forsaken or Grace? I don't know that one. Play Dress to Impress. No, don't pressure me. Roblox has dolls? Yeah. So there are action figures too. I don't think they're very maneuverable action figures, but like there's like children's toys. Arashi and I like to browse children's toys because we're overgrown children. But like in the toy section of like just like Target, they have Roblox like action figures, like big sets of like different character designs. And then there are, I think it's like a blind box for Dress to Impress, where they have dolls that have like the really overdone makeup and stuff that people use in Dress to Impress. And I really like the box art. The box art's really pretty, but they're like drawn as like just regular people instead of the Roblox characters. But then the dolls are like the square-headed Roblox characters, and I think they're a little creepy with the makeup and everything. But they might be cute if they were just regular dolls. Forsaken is basically like Dead by Daylight. Ooh. It's like a game where you run, basically gotta survive different symbols. Oh, that sounds fun. Did you already tell me about New in-box Dracularis for $20. Did you? I don't feel like you did. That's fun though. I need to get myself a cheap Draculara to do a custom with. Oh, you've got the minifigures, that's fun. But yeah, my obviously I have my girl here. I love my Draculara. I want to get one of her cheap because I want to get rid of her face and I want to make her an OC. I'll probably reroute her too. I don't want to reroute because that's going to be a lot of work, but if I want to do the full custom, I gotta do it. But yeah, I want to make my little alien girl from my comic, and I actually designed her knowing I wanted to eventually make her a doll, so I chose which Monster High doll I wanted to use as the base because one, she's an alien, so I can use their crazy skin tones. Two, I really like their body sculpts. So I decided I was going to use Draculara for her base, and so I actually gave her like Draculara pink skin so that I could use a Draculara doll to make a custom of her. But I want to like get one on sale because I don't want to get like a $30 doll just to like remove its face and hair and outfit. The thing with the minifigures is there's a code inside which gives you a Roblox item. Oh, that's cool. Excuse me. That's kind of fun. I like people like the toys interact with the game. That's pretty fun. Rerouting, don't ever do it. You know what? I'm gonna do it. And I'm gonna be like, you can't tell me what to do, and then I'm gonna come back to you and be like, you were right, I shouldn't have. I hated it. But I have to try it because I really want to do full customs. Get a secondhand one? Yeah, I think I might. I might look on eBay or something and see if someone has like a beat up one that they're getting rid of. Explains a lot? Yeah. Explains her like her body type and everything. Yeah. Stop making the Roblox minifigures. Oh, I didn't know that. So funny. Americans say excuse me after sneezing. Yeah. We do. Not always, but yeah, it is a thing. I don't know. It's more of like a thing when you burp, you say excuse me, but then like I think because of that, it's just like bodily function equals say excuse me. Your body makes noise, so therefore you say excuse me. I feel like that is kind of in our head because we're just used to it from like you say excuse you when you burp kind of a thing. But yeah. Did you see those new Buried Secrets dolls? Yeah. I think I did. Wait, let me look and make sure. Let me make sure I got the right ones in my head. Okay, the courtside find out. Okay, let's see. I'm usually pretty caught up because I'm in a doll server and I keep up with them. Let's see. Yes. Yeah, I did see these recently. I'm kind of tempted to get the Toralei from this one. Cause I'm not the biggest fan of like Toralei's face sculpt. But she's a cat girl. And I'm tempted to get a version of her, and I feel like that one might be a good one to get for like a character I'm not 100% on because you know it's like the cheaper version. And they're kind of fun. Gulia and Claudine will be coming home. Yeah. I can't wait to see your plans. I'm excited for the Ghoulia fans, although I'm not a Ghoulia fan. I know a lot of Ghoulia fans have been begging for more dolls, so I'm happy for them. There are so many of those dolls, they just don't get a lot of attention in G3. It's kind of interesting. Legally required to get all Dracularas? Good luck. So good once you style her right? Yeah. That's the thing is, I feel like in box, a lot of the dolls don't excite me that much, but I feel like when I see them restyled by other people, then they're exciting. But I like the idea of Toralei being one, cat girl, two, kind of punk. I think that's fun. So I really want to like make her work, even though I don't love her face. Ghoulia will be entering her side bang and buns era. Nice. Okay, a little in his eels. Someone just dropped something upstairs. That was loud. Okay. Caddy should have been British. You know, I could see her having a posh British accent. I have it in my head. It kind of works. I feel like it also works with her kind of being a pop star. Because I feel like a lot of our famous pop stars are British. I have most of them. Need her first core. Not the one I have. The other, right. Her first core I didn't get because I didn't love the outfit. The yearbook, the fear book one is really good. Yeah, there's a couple of the like the lockers and yeah, the like blind box ones and the buried secrets. Yeah. There's a new Arashi, have you seen the new ones that are like in the like luggage instead of in a coffin? I'm obsessed. I don't really care for their outfits. They're really simple. They don't really, it's like whatever, they exist. I don't hate them, but I don't care about them. But their faces are really good, and the suitcase is such a fun little like traveling display case. I need the Laguna one, and I kind of also want the Gina Fire, but I also still need to get Gina Fire's core doll. Initial core release is still one of your favorites? Oh yeah? Bunch of Dracula's, Pajama, Yearbook, Twyla. Oh yeah, Twyla! I need to get Fearbook Twyla! I don't see her on shelves as much anymore. Them having Saran, yeah, big deal. Actually, I have one of the Buried Secrets Laguna that has poly hair, and like I don't specifically avoid dolls based on their hair type. I just pay attention more to like the face, the outfit, just overall how much I like the doll. I don't care if it's going to be difficult to work with because it's a toy. I don't care if it gets a bit messed up. But like my poly hair Laguna, her hair is rough. It's a little sad. It looks a little crazy because it just gets like messy and just doesn't look as nice next to the other girls, but I'm really glad that they've got Saran now. The Gina is so cute. Isn't she so cute? Yeah, that's fair, being unsure about the makeup. Yeah, she and Laguna from that set, I'm like, oh, their faces look so precious. But I kind of agree with you. I'm like unsure if I like Gina's like full look for that one. And that's why I'm more leaning towards the Laguna one for sure, because like the way they did Laguna's face different for this one, like they fixed her fisheye problem. She's got like the little stars or whatever on her face. She's really cute. Alright, see you, Scam. Thanks for coming. Hey, America, you want Pure Book Toilet so bad? Oh, I'm sorry. I don't understand why some countries get these releases better than others. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like the releases of dolls in general, maybe all toys, I don't know. I feel like it's really bad. Like, it's just not done very well. So we're constantly having problems of not being able to find the right things in different places. Rebecca, yeah! We got like the visual like description. We haven't actually seen what she looks like yet, and I'm like not sure how I'm feeling because it doesn't sound like they went hard with the robot stuff, but we really can't know yet because the description is really vague on purpose. They didn't really tell us anything. So I'm like crossing my fingers she's gonna be good, because I really would love to have like a fun steampunky robot girl. Like Rebecca was one of the ones I was really hoping they would do in G3. I also want some that I'm pretty sure they're not gonna do. You're worried she'll get the Cupid treatment? Cupid was rough. I kind of like I keep going back and forth on Cupid because I kind of want her, but it's like I can fix her. Like she's a little rough, but I think she could be cute. Yup. She's in. Huh. Yeah, I could see her being Indian. Gear-shaped bindi. Yeah, I feel like that could make sense. Like with her skin tone and everything. I wish I could like show you guys what I'm doing more easily. I feel like my hand covers everything, but with fine liners, like you have to draw straight up and down, or the ink doesn't come out. Otherwise, I try to like tilt more for you. Maybe for these big areas, I should be using a brush tip. Got these bottles of white truffle oil? Huh. Not a bad idea. I don't like mushrooms in general, so I understand you. But I feel like truffle oil might be better than like actual like pieces of truffles. Also, the name truffles always weirds me out because there's a like dessert, like a chocolate that's a truffle, and then there's a mushroom that's a truffle, and it's just so weird to me. Like I want the chocolate version. $10 off. Wait, how much are they already if they're $10 off? Please tell me it's like $25 originally or something. not like 50. Desserts being called truffles. Pretty sure you taught me about that. Did I teach you about that? Maybe I did. That's funny that we've had that conversation before, if that's true. Yeah. Part of me wants to fill in like the whole cloak in black. The other part of me is like, that's too much work. So I think we're not going to do that. Actually, I should be using my 0.8 for this. Or my brush pen. Let's see how messed up my brush pen is. Oh yeah, it is messy. Let's try the other one. That's better. So satisfying. I don't know why I don't use brush pens more often. Nice. I was talking about the chocolate and thought I was talking about the mushroom. I don't remember that, but that sounds funny. And it does sound like something that would happen in this stream. You were kicked out? Huh. That's weird. Okay. Trying to decide like how much shading to do with like the folds and stuff, because I've got like a little bit started. And it could be fun to do a bunch, but then it could also be too much. So cool. Family recently gave you all those old alcohol markers. Now you feel like you need to use them? Yeah. Give them a try. Have some fun. It's always fun to like try a different medium. Alcohol markers are pretty fun too. They can take some like getting used to. I feel like there's a little bit of a learning curve with them, but they're satisfying, like the colors and everything. Very nice. I kind of want to just fill in all of this. We'll see how this works. Will I regret it? Maybe. Not bad. It's okay. I'm just going crazy now because I have the brush marker and it's fun to use and it fills in big areas. So I want to do a stream during the week, but I don't know when like you guys are available to view a stream during the week, because I know people have like work and class and stuff. So if any of you have like specific days or times where you would like me to stream, let me know so I can like see what my options are essentially. I'm kind of considering, I have really two options. I can either stream earlier in the day on Mondays or Wednesdays, because I only have one class that's like late in the afternoon, or I can stream after my classes on any day, but it'll be like late in the evening because I get out of classes at like 5:30 p.m. So for some of you that would be too late, because I know a lot of you are in like European time zones. I could also try to do Fridays, but my friends and I like hang out on Fridays, so what times I'll be available is always kind of up in the air, because we'll end up just like hanging out way longer than we intended to. 11 p.m. streams, but that's around when, oh, yeah. What'd you miss? I think you just missed that. I was saying if you guys have a specific day or time you like would like me to stream at, just let me know. Because I want to schedule streams during the week and not just like on the weekend. Because weekends are when like everyone's around. So I'm like most likely to get in the way if like my roommates are home or something. Maybe I'll just do his shirt shaded dark too. One of my favorite songs is playing. I'm sorry you guys can't hear my music because it's copyright, so I can't play it for you, but keep getting distracted. Oh, talking about O's. That makes sense. All good. I accidentally made a smudge where I didn't want there to be one. Now what do I do? I said I was not gonna do a lot of shading. Well, I think that went out the window. That's okay. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of like gel pen or something to get some white lines in here, probably. Yeah, OC ships definitely take priority. I understand. Ooh, my legs are stiff. I've been sitting in the same position too long. Oopsie. Okay. What else do we need to do here? Well, we need to do the eye. We'll use the point one. Could give him some little nails. Little suggestion of nails. Sometimes when you do the whole nail, it's like weird looking, but I like a little hint at them. Okay, and just fix up some of these little spots. Maybe we'll do a little bit of hatching in some places too, like right here. Yeah. Just sneezed and did not apologize. Good for you. Hatching is fun. You know what's exciting? You got a tablet a friend lent you? Oh! Is it one that hooks up to the computer or one that like is on its own? And what brand? Let's do a little hatching under here too. Gonna extend that neck shadow. And over here. And here. Yeah, I like that. This hair is kind of in shadow. Oh, and then under the mask. Okay, so his hair's kind of here. You should see some of that. Okay. And then hatching to all this. Nice. Hooks up to the computer. Have to double check the brand. Cool. How big is it? Is it like a big one, or is it like more like mine, like smaller? Let's do some here too. Okay. Okay. And here. Easy. Oh, I was gonna do his irises. Oop. I got too distracted by my hatching. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna touch up his eyelashes too, because I don't really like them. They need to be a little more pointy. Okay. It's a little better. I think we're like almost done. We've got just about everything drawn in. Oh, I messed up again. Okay. Box is pretty big. Haven't taken it out. So probably it's, I would say, like a, I would guess is one of the big monitor ones, which is pretty cool. They're really nice when you have like a really big one. I used to think it was overkill. I was like, why would you want something that big? And then I tried one and I was like, oh, I have so much space to work on. It's so nice. Distracted again? You're good. There hasn't been that much chatting going on here because I've been absorbed in the process, so you haven't missed that much. There's a little shadow there. Now I want to extend it more. Bring it more out here. Yeah. Okay. I don't like that it's like right on the line of the fingers. Let me bring it down a little. Maybe that's better. Yeah. It's less of a tangent. Okay. Now the other side. Work makes it tricky. Yeah, no, that makes sense. I've been distracted anyway. With the art. So I think the next stream I do will be probably a comic drawing stream. That should be fun. I'm currently working on page 4 of our little 6-page comic. So depending on when I stream, it might be, I may be working on that, or I might be working on the next page after that, or the cover art, because we have to do like a presentation at the end of the class where we show off the whole project, and it has to include cover art. So we're currently working on that, and our thumbnails and rough sketches for the cover art are due on Tuesday. So then I'll be starting on like the actual illustration soon, so I might actually be streaming that. Or I might be doing a page, because it's a lot of pages. I got 2.5 pages left because I have done the sketch for page 4 and started, probably done like half the line art. And then I have pages 5 and 6. So I got a lot of comic stuff to do, and I will stream some of it for sure. Just which one depends on when I stream, because that bases on like when things are due and stuff. Oh, I was also working on this illustration, like just for fun, that I need to finish. But I don't know if I'm gonna have time before the end of the semester because I have so much like class art to do. But I was working on an illustration of the same comic character, like sitting on top of her ship. And I wanted to animate it so it's like moving forward and her hair's blowing in the wind, and I thought it would be really fun. And I was like, if I can finish it before the end of the class, I can include it as like a bonus in my presentation. But I don't think that's gonna happen because there's just so much work to do for the class. It's fun work though. It's a lot of fun. This is just about done. Just adding some last little details. And then I think we can wrap up. Just have to stir it up more to make sure I didn't miss anything. I kind of want this to extend to... Okay. I don't know what it's missing. Yeah, I might add a little bit of hatching down here. Just extend that shadow, kind of. Just feels like it needs more over here to balance out this side, but this has a mask, so that's why there's more shadow. Just a tad down here, maybe. You're still hungry. Bruh, get yourself a little snack. Something a little light so it won't fill your tummy too much when you sleep. But if your tummy is really hungry, you gotta have a little something before you sleep, or you just won't be able to sleep well. Or at least that's how I am. If my stomach is growling when I try to sleep, it does not work well. Okay, maybe a little here. I'm so indecisive. I think I want more here. Just trying to make it look kind of balanced, you know? Maybe there would be like random shadows on here. Yeah, that adds a little something more. Grilled cheese, ooh, that sounds good. Now I kind of want a grilled cheese. I'm gonna have to buy some cheese though. I don't have any cheese right now. Unfortunately. Oh, here. Okay. Yeah, we're nearly done with this. So we'll be wrapping up soon. And then you guys who are late can go to bed soon. Okay. And then hatching. I kind of want to do a little bit under the eyes just to show that like there's some pretty prominent eye bags there. Yeah, add some creepiness to the mask. Oof. to fix a blob that I didn't mean to make. So let's see if this guy's gonna work for us. Nice. There we go. Not a perfect fix, but it's less noticeable. I might even just use my brush marker, my pasta. This is gonna cover it better. There we go. That's better. You can still see it a little bit, but I can always add another layer of this later. That's a good enough fix. His chin looks a little too... Just gonna fix up the shape of his face a tad. Yeah, that's a little better. He's got more of like a thin face. That's a nice thing about doing that like strong shadow, is that you can kind of fix the shape of lines if they're like too big or bulky or whatever. Of course, it's harder to do it the other way around, but cool. I think that's about done. I don't see anything else that I want to add at the moment. But of course, famous last words. Maybe I'll end up changing something after stream. Maybe I should have some scared kids on the other page. Maybe they're running away. It would be pretty terrible if I drew a kid crying because he scared them. Now that's like a comic in my head. Maybe I'll make a companion comic, like a short little 2 or 3 panel comic to go with this drawing where he's scaring kids and like he makes some kid cry and then gets in trouble with the kid's mom. I'm gonna see if I can give you guys a better view of this drawing. If I take a picture, then I might be able to put it up on stream. Oof, if I can get the lighting decent. Okay, that probably works. You can see he okay. Let me see if I can get a picture up on stream for you guys so you can get like a better view, because I know this view is limited. That's a good enough picture. Cheese was moldy, yay! Well, I'm glad you got some useful cheese out of it at least. Thank you, I'm glad you like it. I'm going to pop up a slightly better image of it on stream so you guys can get a real good look. But I have to send it to myself first. My grandma, you reminded me of a story. She was complaining once when we were visiting because she had all this like really nice cheese, expensive cheese that she like kept and, you know, would use for like cheese platters and stuff like that. And, you know, it gets a little bit of mold on it, but she just cuts the mold off and then she keeps using the rest of the cheese. And then my aunt came over and threw away all of it because there was a little bit of mold on it, and my grandma was so mad. She was complaining to us the next time we visited, like, she threw away all my nice cheese. Classic family drama. Gotta go again. Aww. Okay. I should be able to. I'm going to switch to. Let's see if I got my chatting screen up. Okay. Where am I? 1 second. Wait. I'm here somewhere, I think. Wait, there I am. Aha, okay. Why can I not see mine? So there we go. Okay. I look so tiny. Okay, there we go. Okie dokie. She used to work in a kitchen. Not considered sanitary content. Oh, true. She did work in a kitchen, and that would make it seem worse to her. Versus our grandma, who's like, if your milk has started to curdle, just use it as buttermilk. Okay. Now I just gotta pop my image in here. Of course it's a little blurry because my camera always autofocuses incorrectly. My phone camera, it hates images because it like wants to focus on an area of interest and then blur everything else, and I can't turn that off. It just does that always, so it's a little annoying. Okay. And it's gonna look flipped compared to what you guys are watching because that camera was actually flipped. Beep. Beep. Boop. Okay, that's too small. There we go. There's our flare. Hello, welcome back. So here's our finished drawing. I like it. I think it's fun. Are there things I could have done better? Let me see. Probably. Yeah, the hand. I think the hand is the only thing I'm really not happy with. And it's not like I'm really unhappy with it either. It's just like, it's not perfect. But nothing's ever perfect, so I don't really care that much. I'm glad you like it. Definitely has that cheeky brat energy I was going for. I should date this. What's today's date? The 25th. Where is my pen? Let's use the point one. Okay. 10/25. 25. Some people say you should date all your work, and some people say you should not date any of your work. Because if you want to sell something and then you have a date on it, and the date is from a while ago, that like decreases the value of the art to some people. Because it's like, oh, it's old, it's not like updated, not their current work. But then other people are like, oh, put a date on everything so you remember when it happened and you can keep a timeline, etc. My mindset, I like having dates for some things. When I'm doing my like regular sketchbook stuff, I put a date on some of the pages just so I can get a rough time frame. But I don't date everything. Could never date your OCs, you hate them. I mean putting the day, not going on dates. But no, I agree with you. My children, I could not. I'd be like, I'd have to parent them. I couldn't date well. I feel like any man I've been with has been a child, but I don't like having to parent the person I'm dating. Older works are part of a legacy that should make it more valuable, right? I don't get it, but like I know for my own work, I feel like the older something is, the less I value it, because it's like, oh, I've gotten better since then, why would I use that? So like I won't use anything older from my portfolio, even if it's pretty good, because I feel like it's too old to use. So I understand it in that mindset, but I don't understand it from the view of like judging other people's work, because I don't care how long ago someone made something if it's good art. You love your Lolita, but yeah, of course. Yeah, you would. Imagine dating Flair. It would be terrible. It would actually not be that bad. Because he's actually way sweeter than he seems. But he is a child. And he does have trauma. And I would not want to have to deal with his daddy issues and his self-image issues. And everything else. And he's stupid. No offense to him. It's okay that he's not smart, but he's not smart. Only OC you could ever date is maybe Benji or Adam, because they're adult human men. Yeah, understandable. Now, when I talk about the dateability of my underage characters, I don't mean I would date them at that age. for clarification. Flair in this image is probably like 15, 16. However, I have written him at different ages, so in my head, he's not a minor strictly. He's also an adult. Oh, those are cool bottles. I just popped in the bar chat. Those are cool. They're tiny little bottles though. Okay, I want to share with you guys a little bit about my little project here. I don't know why I'm opening this way. Hang on. What's the best way to share this? Maybe I'll just move me over. Hang on. Nope. I'll stand over here. Bob, you need to move. Your head's in the way. Dude. Move. Get out of here, sir. Thank you. Stella's just gonna vibe back there. Okay. Ooh, a really good song is playing on my playlist right now. Where's my... Oh, there it is. Okay. Those tiny bottles go for 18? Ooh. Gross. Oil's expensive in general. But especially specialty oil. Okay. Some of you have seen this girl already, but this is my main character for my comic project. She's a little alien adventurer girl. And like the storyline, I'm getting really distracted. I'm sorry that I'm like talking so. The music that's playing in my playlist right now is really distracting me because it's a good song. But I'm trying not to get too distracted by it. No, but Zoo's like a little space explorer, and she does like Indiana Jones style, like archaeology, like hunting down artifacts type stuff. Crunching and munching away, your grilly cheese, yay! I bet it tastes good. I hope it's good. So, truffle oil especially is a luxury? Yeah. But they're discounted to 8, that's not bad. Ooh, I love this guy. Check him out. This is Pleep. I love Pleep. He's like a little side character who he doesn't appear in the comic, the part of the comic I'm working on for the class. But he's a little companion character who will show up eventually. I just think he's funny. He's kind of like my idea for it is she like saves him by accident. Like, I don't know, he was about to fall or something's gonna land on him, and she ends up like coincidentally ending up in the way of whatever's about to happen to him, so it ends up saving him, and then he does the, oh my gosh, you saved my life, I owe you my life now, and I belong to you, I will be your servant, and she's like, what the heck, dude, I did nothing, please stop. But he does not stop and becomes a permanent companion because he just will not leave her alone. And I don't know where my other concept art... I think my other concept art files are somewhere else. But what you're saying is she's a character you should run in your tabletop. The sci-fi version? Because, yeah? Yeah. You can taste the mold. Mmm, delicious. Yeah, I like Pleep. He's fun. And this is her boss. Again, this is a character who is not really important in, like, the part I'm working on for the class, but will be more important later. Yeah, he's a Jar Jar. Pleep is a Jar Jar, 100%. But this guy, he shows up once in what I've written so far, and he has 2 frames, and then he's gone. He's just there to yell at her for doing something bad. But he does have his own, like, character arc later on that I want to write, and he becomes really important. But I like him. He's fun. And his stride, yeah, the confident walk. He's a powerful man, or at least he tries. That's the image he's trying to portray is strong man. He's actually kind of a baby, but like secretly, nobody needs to know that. Cause he's like from like a like high society family. I haven't 100% decided how I want to treat them, if I want to be like, oh, they're like nobles, or like they're just rich people, but probably just they're just rich people, but like the high class individuals. So he's kind of like from a high class family. He was like really intelligent, like considered a child prodigy, got his job like really young, ended up in a management role like really fast, kind of a thing. So he's like, he has this big like image to uphold, but he's actually kind of a baby secretly, and a nerd. He does work in a museum, to be fair. Like he works with artifacts. He has to be a nerd. He's kind of nerdy, but nobody gets to see that side of him. Nobody asterisk zoo eventually, probably, and makes fun of him for it. Really admire the way you draw hair. Oh, thank you. I have so much fun with hair. And I'm really glad that it has that soft look, because that's what I want. I really like his hair. I had so much fun with his hair. I don't have any other character references, but I need to make one for her AI companion. Let me see. Where does he appear in this comic? We got this one. This is just a piece of a page of a comic, so it's out of context. However, she's like in the cockpit of her ship in this panel, and this little guy, little face back here, this is her little AI companion Bit. He's cranky. He's always complaining that she's like doing dangerous things and gonna get herself in trouble, and he's always yelling at her for it and being like, I don't think we should do this. He's kind of a coward, but he's like kind of programmed that way because these dudes in this job tend to be a little reckless. So they have like this AI companion given to them who like watches over them and tries to keep them from being too dangerous. So that's Bit. He's fun. Working in a museum is so cool, right? Thank you. I'm glad you like it. I like it. I'm proud of it. This isn't even the coolest page, not gonna lie. I think the second page, this is like the part of the first page, but I think the second page came out really good. But my favorite part of this first page is actually the very next part. It's so long. Okay, I'm gonna pop in the next part so you can see. Okay, this is like the final part of that first page, and I just like the planet in the background. So it's like behind the panels, but it's also its own panel, and they're flying. And then you got the spooky box thing that is the big scary thing. We should make Storm Squadron comics. We should. I feel like I've mentioned we should do that before, but I'm agreeing with you. Yes. I also might have said we should do short videos that are like rough animations. Like I'm thinking more still shots rather than actually animated, but something like that would be great. I think we should do it. My Spotify recommendations, I was listening to like chill, like Korean music, and now it's jumped to my synthwave recommendations, so the vibe has totally changed, but kind of good timing because now I'm showing off my sci-fi thing, so it works. The colors are so delicious, thank you. I really enjoyed doing the colors for this one too. Here's the like, not the first part, the second part, I guess, but one of the earlier parts of this page. This whole spread, this was so fun. All the details. I originally had even more details in the ground, and then it was too much and looked crowded, so I had to get rid of some. But I really enjoy doing little details like this. I think it's very fun. And this is like the introductory shot. So it's the first time you see the protagonist. And kind of get like the idea of the setting. I had fun with that one. Ready for the Arashi Starseeker childhood trauma from back on Lilith? Oh my goodness. Are we ready? I mean, I was born ready for the trauma. Trauma does not hurt me. I say as I just recently cried over an episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer because Buffy has trauma now. Actually, Buffy got trauma in season 1, but it got worse in season 2. Ugh, it got so good in season 2. I literally, one day, I stayed up all night to work on an assignment, and the entire night I was just watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer while I worked, and I was like crying at like every episode because it was the middle of the night, and it was really intense. That's also, I think, when I finished. Was that when I finished season 2? I haven't started season 3 yet because I'm so scared to keep going because I feel like they can't top what they've already done. Page 2 is gonna be a huge one. I don't know if it'll appear properly. Let's see. Will it load? That's the question. Maybe it won't load. Maybe I can't show you guys page 2, but that's okay. I can show you more another time. But anyway, oh, I can show you. I got a little piece of like my favorite panels from page 2 here. I think I shared this one in the Discord server, so some of you might have seen this one already. But I really like this spread. She's going through the caves of where this settlement used to be and finding all this cave art that they didn't know existed, so she's all excited about it. And I like this piece. It's again doing that thing where it's like in the background, it's not in a panel, which is fun. I enjoy comic paneling. Guys will eventually get to know about Arashi's Oh, Arashi has daddy issues. Oh my gosh, canon compliant? The reason for her indomitable willpower and sense of justice in spite of his actions. Forgot you're lactose intolerant? Oh no! Oh no, right before bed? That stinks. Yeah, you remember this one? Yeah. I like this one. I love her shiny eyes in the top. Teehee. Yeah, so I'll work on another page probably on a stream coming up. So you'll get to see me work on this. Yay! Now I probably will not show you guys everything because I do actually want to turn this into like a webtoon comic. I'm considering waiting until they do another one of their like little contests that they do and then uploading it for the contest. And it's like, you know, there are cash prizes, or if you're like in the top 3, I think, then you get to be like an official webtoon comic. But even if you don't get like a prize, it's good exposure. So I might do that with it to start it and then like turn it into a series from there. So if you follow along with it till then, you'll get to actually see the whole thing. But because of that, I don't want to spoil everything. But you'll definitely get to see a good chunk of it if I'm going to be working on it on stream. So excited to read this, yay! I'm excited to write it. I've had so much fun with it so far. And I created this whole thing like for the class. I sat down and designed her over the summer, and then like just since then have had all these story ideas. Oh, it's so fun. She's taking over my brain right now. The new OC brain rot. With that said though, I think it's about time to wrap up stream. Let me pull back out the art we just made, just to finish off with what this was actually about. Ta-da! Okay. So yeah, I will... it's not locking into position. Okay. I will schedule another stream, probably right after I stop going live. Or I might ask in the Discord server when people want me to stream, and then schedule it. But I want to do one during the week, and maybe one on the weekend. I think I'm going to be visiting home this weekend, because one of my friends and I have plans. So maybe while I'm home, I'll do another stream. And then we get almost 3 in 1 week at that point. Because it's Saturday, technically 2 in a week and 1 in the next week probably, but you get a Saturday stream, and then you get a during the week stream, and then you get another weekend stream, probably. Like, fingers crossed. Because I might end up being too busy, but that's the hope. Okay. I think I will go eat dinner and do homework. I'm actually probably gonna be going and working on this comic right now. So I got to do my line art for my page 4, and actually I also have to do, I might just do the yeah, maybe I can show you guys my thumbnails and you can help me decide which one you like best, because I'm struggling to decide which cover art I like best. I will not overexhaust myself, I promise. I will try. I will try not to. Hang on. Let me pull up my thumbnails. Because I think it would be nice for you guys to tell me which one you like. Because I'm indecisive. Okay. And then I will leave. After I show this. Okay. Probably on another stream I'll also show you guys some of the sketches I've done of this character and other stuff for it, because goodness, my sketchbook is becoming full of this character and other characters and things from her story. Because the brain rot. Okay. Actually, I did share that one image in the Discord server of her different outfits that I was working on. Okay, let me send this to myself. Okay. Hello? Okay, there it is. I just download these. And then bring them in here. Okay, this is my first page of thumbnails. And like, obviously these are rough. They're thumbnails. But there's those. These are like just ideas for layout. And then we've got obviously all of them star her. Like, she's important. She's the main thing. But then we've kind of got like the main antagonist figure that's like the shadowy shape with the eyes in the back, and then like some of these have her spaceship, and then like Bit's little face, and then there's like the one in the center on the top has another character who's like kind of an antagonist who shows up, and they just, yeah, they're all just vaguely related to the plot, but I don't know if I like any of them. So if you have one you like, let me know. But there's 2 pages to this too, so that's one of them. And then I'll pull up the other one. Okay, here's my other ones. They vary a lot in like seriousness. Some of them are very serious, and some of them are very goofy, and then some of them are something in between. But these are the other ones I did. And I have no idea if I like any of them or which one I like. So that's a struggle. But I'll probably, maybe I'll send these to the Discord. Just be like, guys, which one do you like? But I have to make a rough sketch for 2 of these. I have to pick my favorite 2 and do a rough sketch, and then that's due Tuesday. And then my line art for page 4 is due Thursday. So yeah, I have a lot of work to do, but I have to decide which thumbnails I like best so I can do the roughs. Anyway, I will go ahead and end off with that. So you guys let me know in the comments if you want to which one you like best. Just like number based on like number 1, number 2, whatever, and then I can figure that out. But also, if you're in the Discord, I'll send these in the Discord, and you can let me know in the Discord which one you like. But now I'll leave you. I'll let you guys go eat or sleep or whatever you're up to, and I'll get to work on this. Thanks for coming by. It was a lot of fun, and we made some cool art. And I'll pull that back up now that you've gotten a second to look at that one. Okay. Yeah, I'll see you next time. I will be setting up that stream real soon, so keep an eye out for the schedule. I'm glad I'm able to stream again with you guys, and I will be working on videos too as much as I can in between the ridiculous amount of work I have to do. So the video schedule will still be far in between, but I gotta work on something because I have so many things I want to do. So I'll see you then. Thanks for hanging out. Bye bye.